away we go. All right, looking good today. Got my hair, of course, which is atrocious. Get a haircut. Shout out to Renee, thanks for watching, as always. How much time do we have, Reg McGundry?
30 seconds, buddy.
Copy that. Reg McGundry, show's producer and World Gardening Federation champion. Oh, before we start, let's check the malarkeyometer. Yep, dialed right up to 11. It dipped a little bit last week, the malarkeyometer. Got down to about 4 Mega Johnsons, but we're back to 11 now. I'll tell you why I took a dip as we go through the show. Kia ora, my friends. How do you do? I, Benny Ward, am here in the garden for another cold open. This is MML 134. And we call it a cold open, but it's anything but cold today. It's nice and warm here in Marlborough, and I hope it is sunny and warm wherever you're watching around the world. Even though it's a little bit hot, we're going to cool ourselves down today with our live gardening segment. We'll play What's in the Bag, we'll have Joke of the Week, we'll take a look back at a pretty epic week that was, and we'll continue the segment that I'm calling Don't Forget to Breathe. All those things and many more are coming up right here, right now, on Monday Morning Live. Well, let's kick off by taking a look back at an epic week that was. The malarkeyometer took a bit of a dip. Whoa, I was knackered by the end of the week. Went with my son and two of his classes from school and a few other teachers, a few other parents. We went camping at Pine Valley. And I've got to say, it was pretty full on. Pretty full on. But I knew it would be, because camping quite often is intense. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Joke of the week, nice and early. It's all downhill from here. Never underestimate the value of water. Let's have a sip. Apologies, the rubbish truck has just pulled up, so you might hear that in the background. Emptying the rubbish. Kind of ruining the flow of the show a little bit. Great week last week. Great time at the camp at Pine Valley with the kids. Someone else is watching. Can't see who it is. Shout out to anyone who joins us live here on Monday morning. So a great time at Pine Valley. Great day yesterday at the Marlborough Farmers Market. Had a couple of cool musical performers. We had Larry, who is acoustic guitar, and we had the Marlborough Pipe Band. So basically what happened is Larry started up, he did a nice little set, and then he took a break while the pipe band performed. Larry came back out to another set, the pipe band performed again, and Larry closed things out. It's very accommodating, Larry. He's always pretty happy to accommodate. In fact, you know how people say that someone is as happy as Larry? I think Larry the busker from the Marlborough Farmers Market might actually be the Larry that they're talking about. He's always happy. As happy as Larry. Shout out to Mum, thanks for watching. I kept that shout out up my sleeve. I don't have any sleeves. I kept that one in my back pocket. Just wait to finish the bit and then do the shout out. Finish the bit, do the shout out. What else happened last week? I only did one day on the farm. So I'm looking forward to getting back out there this week and getting stuck in. Yeah, good times at the Marlborough Farmers Market. Wonderful, wonderful atmosphere. We had all sorts of berries, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, cherries. We'll talk about cherries later. But a great time at the farmers market, great time camping. Right, I'm getting hot. Whew. I'm trying to cool ourselves down. Now the plant that we're doing on our live gardening today has to be one of the coolest plants there is. Because when somebody is particularly cool, you'll often say they're as cool as a cucumber. That's what we're planting today. Cucumber. Now this is a telegraph cucumber. I got this cucumber seedling from my good friend Catherine. Now she sells seedlings at the She Shed shop. They have a stall at the Marlborough Farmers Market every Sunday morning from 9 till 12 at the AP Showgrounds in White Oak Blenheim. Whew, don't forget to breathe, Benny. We're going to plant it into one of these pots. It's a 6. It's not 7. It's a 6 litre pot, 24 centimetres. And what I've done is I've just prior to the show, I put the cucumber in there, backfilled it with a high-grade Yates potting mix. I almost said Dolphins there, but they refused to sponsor us, so I've moved on to Yates, who also refuse to sponsor us. It's backfilled with a high-grade Yates potting mix and makes it nice and easy just to take that pottle out of there, give it the old Benny squeeze, use the Benny salute, the patented Benny salute, tip it up, and just give it a bit of a shake. We take a look at the roots. They're not too root bound, so we don't need to separate those out too much. And now we've got the perfect size hole. Pop that seedling in there, firm it down, tighten up my hands a little bit, and give it some water using, get this, the Benny's 6100 Series Spritzer Mark II. Available in the gift shop, why not buy two? After all, you can never underestimate the value of water, and it does make the perfect Christmas gift. There's that live gardening done. Now, speaking of Christmas, so the Telegraph cucumber, we'll put that in there. Just totally botched that, that segue. Never underestimate the value of water. Christmas can be quite a stressful time. There's a lot of social commitments. There's a lot of pressure around gift giving and family gatherings and deadlines. So this segment is all about staying calm, using breathing techniques and methods to reduce stress levels and anxiety. It's called Don't Forget to Breathe. May sound like funny advice, but it's more about using the right breathing techniques to reduce those levels of stress. Now, last week we looked at the physiological sigh. Now, this is a technique that's used in the moment. If you're in a particularly stressful situation or environment, you can use the physiological sigh. If you missed last week's episode, you can go back and watch Monday Morning Live in glorious widescreen on YouTube. Also did a YouTube short about the physiological sigh. But this week we're talking about box breathing. Now, box breathing is all about reducing stress levels, reducing anxiety, increasing physical performance, and enabling you to better deal with stressful situations. So what is box breathing? Box breathing is an increasingly popular breathing method. And as I say, it's all about reducing those stress levels. So basically, if you think of a box, it has four sides that are all the same length. Now, there's 4 steps to box breathing, and you do each one of them for the same length of time. You take a deep breath in, you hold your breath for a certain amount of time, you breathe out, and then you hold your breath again for the same length of time. Breathe in, hold your breath, breathe out, hold your breath. Each for the same length of time. Now, some people will do it for, say, 4 or 5 seconds for each step. But here's the thing. The length of time that you should do each step is all based on your carbon dioxide tolerance. Now, what is carbon dioxide tolerance? Now, this is basically your body's ability to handle fluctuations in your CO2 and oxygen levels in your blood. Basically, when you hold your breath, you increase the carbon dioxide levels in your blood because the oxygen that's in your blood is depleted. So basically, the higher your carbon dioxide tolerance, the longer that you should do your inhale, the longer you should hold your breath, the longer you should exhale, and the longer you should hold your breath. An easy way and a very quick way to test your carbon dioxide tolerance is to take a very deep breath in and hold your breath for a moment, and then very slowly breathe out. Now, if you find that you can't breathe out for too long before having to take another breath in, you've probably got a fairly low carbon dioxide tolerance, and you should do a fairly short inhale, fairly short holding of the breath, a fairly short exhale and holding the breath. If you find that you can breathe out very slowly and it takes a very long time for you to breathe out before needing to take another breath in, it means you've got a very high carbon dioxide tolerance, and you should do a much longer length of each of those parts of your box. So 6 or 7 or 8 seconds of breathing in, holding your breath, breathing out, and holding your breath. That's box breathing. It's really useful for reducing stress and anxiety, increasing physical performance, and enabling you to handle stressful situations better. Right, we've done a look back at the week that was. Epic week. Oh boy, time's flying. Let's have another quick drink of water. Never underestimate the value of water. We've done joke of the week. I think it's time for What's in the Bag. Now, What's in the Bag today comes to us. Actually, wait, I won't do that just yet because it'll totally give away what the item is in the box. Oh, wait, it's not a box, it's what's in the bag. I'm getting confused with my boxes. Physiological sigh there just to calm myself down. Now, what could be better after a great week? In fact, what's another point I put in there? After a great week, what could be better than some nice fresh seasonal berries to really put the cherry on top. It doesn't count as a joke of the week. I'm not even sure it is a joke. I got these cherries from my good friends at Cherry Bank. Now this variety is a Roseanne cherry. Not Roseanne the comedian, Roseanne the variety of cherry. Let's try one now from my good friends at Cherry Bank. Very good, very sweet. Delicious. Almost swallowed the bit then. Remember when you were a kid? And the adults would tell you that if you swallow the pips, then a cherry will grow inside your body. Did anyone else, people tell you that? Or was that just me? Anyway, these are cherries. What's in the bag? Quick look at the week ahead. It's going to be another great week on the farm. Another big week organising the Marlborough Farmers Market. And getting closer to Christmas. The stress levels can increase, but it's important to remember to breathe. It's probably all the benniness we've got time for today. I want to give a shout out to everybody who joined me on my YouTube channel last week. It is Monday Morning Live. Nice and simple, like myself. You can see me there anytime you want. You can see me every Sunday morning at the Marlborough Farmers Market. And I will see you next time in the garden. Because diamonds are forever, and so is Monday Morning Live. I timed it to perfection with the flyover. Did you catch that? The plane just flew over just at the end of the show there. So that was well organised. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.